Greetings. Dear friends, today we shall continue on the series Prophets and Prophecies, and for our meditation, draw on the narrative of Jeremiah. The focus on the theme is Jeremiah's divine calling, embracing faith amidst lamentations. Jeremiah, often known as the weeping prophet, resonates profoundly with the complexity of human emotions, divine calling, and unwavering faith amidst tribulations. Today, we embark on a journey through these three key sub-themes: the divine calling, the heartrending lamentations, and the unyielding faith. Let's start with the first sub-theme, the divine calling. In Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse 5, we read, "Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart, and I appointed you as a prophet to the nations." Jeremiah's call was divinely ordained even before his birth, setting him apart for the purpose of proclaiming God's message. I'd like you to pay attention to the wordings. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. What a remarkable iteration of the knowledge of God. Even before your parents knew you, He knew you. Isn't that wonderful? Please be aware that He knows you no matter what you are going through. Regardless of how you feel, He knows you through and through. And God's call to Jeremiah was personal, purposeful, and powerful, commissioning him as a prophet to declare God's words despite the challenges he would face. In a world filled with uncertainties and challenges, Jeremiah had this divine calling, and that inspires us to recognize that each of us has a unique purpose, known and appointed by God. Imagine a budding seed breaking through the concrete, defying the odds to bloom into a magnificent flower. Jeremiah's divine calling was akin to this resilience, breaking through life's challenges to fulfill God's purpose. Are you cognizant of God's purpose in your life? Are you willing to devote your time and effort and invest of yourself in pursuing that purpose? And this is perhaps a gentle reminder that you will be in a position to invest of yourself in the pursuit of God's purpose and plans. The second sub-theme, the heartrending lamentations. And Lamentations chapter 3 verses 19 and 20, "I remember my affliction and my wandering, the bitterness and the gall. I well remember them, and my soul is downcast within me." Jeremiah's book of Lamentation vividly portrays the prophet's grief and anguish over the declaration of Jerusalem. It reflects Jeremiah's profound sorrow, mourning, and his angst at the destruction of Jerusalem, the suffering of his people, and the consequences of that disobedience. He was so filled with remorse for the plight of his people. In times of personal or collective sorrow, Jeremiah's lamentation resonates, reminding us that it's acceptable to express grief and anguish while holding on to faith and hope. Imagine a heart-wrenching melody capturing the pain and pathos and the loss of a broken soul. Jeremiah's lamentations were like the haunting melody, expressing deep emotions in the face of tragedy. What do you lament about? Does your personal loss overwhelm you? Or is it the troubles of your people that pushes you to mourn and lament? There are millions who are in the threshold of an eternity without Christ. And does that bring any sense of emotion in you? Are you moved by passion at the plight of the dying church, which seems to have lost its vision and are meandering in mediocrity, merely existing as against living, making little or no efforts to be the salt and the light they are called to be? The lamentation urges you today to cry for the dying church and the dead world. Thirdly, the unyielding faith. Lamentation chapter 3 verses 21 to 23. Yet this I call to mind, and therefore I have hope. Because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed, for his compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. Jeremiah's unwavering faith in God's faithfulness and unfailing compassion shines amidst the lamentations. Amidst despair, Jeremiah's faith remained resolute, anchored in the unwavering love and faithfulness of God. In times of personal or societal despair, Jeremiah's steadfast faith teaches us to find hope in God's enduring love and faithfulness. One morning, George Muller awoke to the news that the orphanage, which housed 300 children, had no food. Muller instructed the house mother to seat all the children in the dining room. He thanked God for food, and they waited for God to provide as he always did. Within minutes, a baker knocked at the door and brought food for the orphanage, much to the relish of all the orphans. Jeremiah's faith was akin to the faith of Muller, offering hope amidst life's storms. Jeremiah's life offers profound lessons. His unwavering commitment to proclaim God's message, his authentic expression of grief, and his unshakable faith in God's faithfulness. They resonate with us today. May we, like Jeremiah, embrace our divine calling, acknowledge our emotions authentically, and anchor our faith in God's unfailing love and faithfulness. In the backdrop of Jeremiah's narrative, let us find courage to face life's challenges, express our sorrows, and cling to the unwavering faith in the God who remains faithful through every trial. This is Pearl John signing off, The Other 167. Thank you for watching The Other 167. We meet next week with the same series. Have a great weekend and a wonderful week ahead.